Hi everyone, this is Lara Hammock from the Marble Jar channel, and in today's video I'll talk about Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and 5 tips that I found really useful. This is the second of a 2-part series. So in the first video I talked about how reading Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, changed my overall philosophy about keeping things. So in addition, I found 5 really good ideas that I still employ for organizational purposes. The first one, cull, then organize. So maybe this goes without saying, but a lot of people, including me historically, start out by buying a bunch of organizational things and then they make decisions about what to keep later. So that's actually the opposite way it should go. The first step is getting rid of stuff. And then once you have a smaller pile, then you organize it. Getting rid of stuff is the hard part. Do that first. Number 2, cull constantly. I tend to think of organizing like a project. When it's done, it's done. Wrong. So it's actually a process. Stuff wears out, it goes out of style, it becomes less endearing. Get rid of it. So for example, if I put on a piece of clothing, say a pair of pants, and I don't like the way they fit or the way they feel, I do not hang those pants back up. I immediately put them in the donation bag that is conveniently located right in my closet. What are the odds that the next time I put it on, it will look better? The odds are 0. Life is too short to wear clothes that I don't feel good in. Plus, it's a waste of time to hang it back up again and then try it on later with the exact same results. But this is true of everything. You have to constantly evaluate whether your belongings make the cut and be ruthless. Number 3, less is better. So I've really had to deprogram myself around this concept, and I can easily slip back into the old more is better thought patterns. So here is how I stop myself. I determine a reasonable limit for a certain kind of object, and then I create only enough spaces for that maximum number, and that serves to place the upper limit on how many I can own. So let me give you 2 examples. I used to have a bajillion knives, kitchen knives. They all used to be piled into a drawer, which made things difficult to locate and was actually a little bit dangerous to put your hand in there. So now my knife drawer looks like this. There are only so many spaces for knives, so it creates a physical and a mental limit, and I only keep the knives that I really like. Here's another example, shoes. So I have a bit of a shoe problem. So I got rid of all the ones that I didn't just love, and I made spaces in my closet for 19 pairs of shoes per season. So that might seem ridiculous to you, but that is a hard limit for me. If I bring in a new pair, an old pair has to go to make room. Okay, number 4, file, don't pile. So this is simply Marie Kondo's preference for storing things standing up. And it's another way to create limits and make sure that everything that you have is visible. So for example, if you store your t-shirts in a drawer piled, one on top of the other, you can just keep piling the shirts on top and squishing them down. So she has issues with the feeling of the poor shirts squished at the bottom. I told you she had some voodoo ideas. But the problem, I really use the stuff on the top hat and then you forget that you own the others. So instead she has you fold your t-shirts so that they are approximately the height of the drawer and file them vertically, so you can see all the tops of the t-shirts. So I love this, and it's also strangely calming to fold your clothes this way. You should try it. There are videos online that show you her method of folding clothes. So the same thing goes for almost anything else that can be stored vertically, from makeup to tools. The goal is to make sure that you can see everything. So she advocates using cardboard boxes to corral objects. Cell phone boxes, shoe boxes, other dividers. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on organizing tools. You can just use the things that you already have. And number 5, 15 minutes of organizing. So Marie Kondo claims that you have to do this one time and you never have to do it again, and I think she's completely full of it. That totally makes sense for her because she loves to organize and she's hyper vigilant about stuff coming into her house. The rest of us have constantly encroaching stuff that we are barely paying attention to until things start to get out of control. So that's why I do 15 minutes of organizing every Saturday. It's only 15 minutes. I use this time to cull items from a drawer, to work on a pile that's developed in my kitchen, or to go through one small portion of a closet. It's not so intimidating since it's only 15 minutes, and it keeps that organizing muscle strong. So that way I don't have to be hyper vigilant every day, but I save it for 15 minutes of ruthless decision making on the weekends. So let me know what you think. Comments are always appreciated, and thanks for watching.